Okay, Dr. RJ Bruno, I wanted to talk a little about staying fit in the 60s and beyond. Um, you know, um, I've talked a little bit in a previous video about something called sarcopenia, and this is basically where you lose muscle as you get older. It starts after the age of 30, and you get a small amount of muscle loss and strength loss, but once you get to about age 60, it becomes more obvious. So between 60 and 70, there's a pretty steep downslope where you're starting to lose the muscle more rapidly, and your strength is obviously affected. All of a sudden, you're starting to notice you're having a hard time taking the lids off of jars. You're having a harder time lifting packages, and so this kind of builds up. Staying fit is very important at this time to try to get back some of the muscle that's lost. They have shown that people who do some weight training after the age of 60 can get back some of the muscle that they've lost and some of the strength that they've lost. Um, Also, when you get into the 60s and beyond, we have to start thinking about things like heart attack, stroke, diabetes, and exercise has been shown to help delay or prevent these things from happening. So by staying fit at old age, your blood pressure may be lower or more controllable. Your blood sugar may be more lower or more controllable. It's sometimes it's the difference between taking multiple medications for a health issue and maybe taking one or no medication for that same issue. I've had a few of my patients who have gone from mild diabetes to no diabetes just by getting into an exercise program and losing some weight. So, it can be very important for people as they get older to do this and reap the health benefits by staying fit. There is a test actually that kind of tests some of this fitness. It's called the Get Up and Go. And what they do is they have somebody sitting in a chair, and then they have a marker that's placed 10 feet away. And then they set the stopwatch and they say go. The person has to get up out of the chair and walk across the floor until he gets to the mark 10 feet away. It sounds like, oh, this is so simple. I could probably do this in like 1 or 2 seconds. But when you're talking about somebody who can't even get out of the chair because their legs are so weak, and they have trouble walking because they're balanced in their weakness, it can be a real challenge for somebody to do this in a reasonable amount of time. As a matter of fact, what they have found is that if a person's walking speed is less than 2 miles an hour, they actually have a shorter lifespan than if their walking speed is greater than 2 miles per hour. So being able to walk at a reasonable pace, being able to get up and down the stairs easily, these are all things that can show that you have good fitness, and with that fitness, a longer lifespan. So it's a good thing. Try to stay fit, even if you are older. Take care.